Welcome to Women's Wednesday in my
Women's Wednesday.
Women's Wednesday. And I just feel like my office is chaos, but that's my life. So I guess it's just normal. I got my school teacher look going today because I do teach class tonight. And but here we are.
Here we are, Women's Wednesday. We're back again, Lindsay and I, and we've got some exciting stuff to talk about. If you compete in college rodeo, tune in.
Tune in. Yes. I mean, there's been so much going on. I feel like we haven't had a Women's Wednesday in a long time. So tell me like what's going on in your life? Tell me what's going on with everything that you have going and
Well,
let's
it's
do
starting to feel more like fall here in Wyoming, and wearing the sweater, feeling that early fall look. But yeah, we're just holding down the fort, trying to get a third cutting here in Carson and staying busy. How about you, Lindsay?
we're already third cut in the barn, so we're gonna have fourth cut in a little bit. But same thing, like all of a sudden it just started to feel like fall, and we've been waking up with fog, and the bugs are really starting to attack you, so they know it's coming. It's gonna get cold. We were looking at a time hop, and last 2 years ago it was snowing September the 9th in Fowler, Colorado. So I'm a little thankful that we don't have snow. Um, Wrapped up the circuit rodeos for me competing, made the circuit finals. So we checked that goal off the list. The circuit finals for the Mountain State Circuit is October 21st and 22nd. So we'll gear up for that. But really, I mean, more than anything, besides my last master's class, I will officially be a master communicator after October 15th. That's
Well,
fantastic.
for those of you that are tuning in with us, hello, happy Women's Wednesday. Drop in the comments, say hi, tell us where you're watching from. And let's just really quick, for anybody new to the scene with Women's Rodeo World Championship, let's give them a quick rundown of who we are and how it works to get involved, Lindsay.
Well, I was just gossiping. I am Lindsay Rosser Sumter. I am the commissioner of the Women's Rodeo World Championship. Women's Rodeo World Championship is the largest all-female rodeo in the world. We add $750,000. So if you are a female breakaway roper, team roper, barrel racer, we are a great avenue for you to have another opportunity at a really large paycheck. The coolest part about us is that we do classify ladies, and within the classification, it allows everybody to compete at the level that they feel the most comfortable. So if you're a team roper and you're a number 5 header or heeler and lower, then you are designated a challenger. In the barrel racing, it's $100,000 lifetime earnings, lower $20,000 annual. Is that right?
Yep.
And in the breakaway roping, $30,000 lifetime earnings and $10,000 annual lifetime earnings or lower would classify you as a challenger. So that is who the Women's Rodeo World Championship is. And if you have questions about that, www.wrwc.rodeo, not .com, .rodeo. And we can answer any information that you or questions that you have, or if you are looking to see yourself get classified, let us know, and we would be more than happy to assist you in that.
There's 3 ways to qualify. First way is nominating. So download the app, whatever next event you're going to, you can nominate your efforts. That's paying a fee anywhere from $25 to $200. You earn points. And if you're in the top 20 of the leaderboard by April 14th of 2024, you are eligible to qualify to the Women's Rodeo World Championship. The second way is by winning a qualifier series event. So check out our website. We have those list of events. We've got a lot of barrel racing events happening in September. So Breeders' Challenge is actually this weekend. Today's Horse West Fest in Rapid City is coming up. So check out that schedule. But if you're the highest placing pro or challenger that nominated that event, you are eligible to win a qualifier series spot. So if you're outside of the top 20, you're guaranteed a spot to come to the Women's Rodeo World Championship. And then our third opportunity is if you're outside of the top 20, you didn't win a qualifier series event, we will have a last chance qualifier. You're probably wondering when, where, what's happening, where are the dates. we are working on it, and we will be announcing that as soon as possible. So hang in with us, but for sure, May 2024 in Texas. So yeah, just stand by for more scheduled dates and venue.
Yeah, and we'll be still be coincide with the PBR World Finals. So we're just trying to find our exact spot right now. We are in deep negotiations, so don't think we haven't left anybody hanging because Sammy, Joe, and I are cracking the whip, if you know what I mean. And we're really trying to make sure that we give everybody ample time to get planned and figure out which time they have to take off and how long they get to stay with us in Texas in May. So know that that's coming, but really the most important part of today in Women's Wednesday was to talk about college rodeo because new and thanks to Sammy Joe and everybody at the WCRA and the National Intercollegiate Rodeo Association, we have partnered up with having some great opportunities for college athletes. And probably near and dear to my heart, and maybe I pushed a little bit because I am a college rodeo coach as well as commissioner. I'm a college rodeo coach at Otero College, and we are in the Central Rocky Mountain region, and we gear off this weekend with our first 5 regional rodeos for the fall. So take that away, Sammy Joe, on explaining everything that we have going on.
Yeah, so I'm sharing the screen right now. This is the press release we put out last week.
Oh, I think she's frozen. But so we did post last week that we announced a partnership with NIRA and College Rodeo. And the partnership is with the WCRA. So for what comes into effect for Women's Rodeo World Championships is that the WCRA and the PBR are our co-parents. We are co-owned by the PBR and the WCRA. So with this partnership, it allowed us to have a few different avenues. Oh, you're back. A few different avenues for college students to accumulate points at their regional rodeos. So go ahead and say all the entities that are coming into play with this partnership, Sammy Joe.
Yeah, so WCRA, which is an owner of Women's Rodeo World Championship, has created this larger partnership where there'll be a $10,000 cash bonus offered to an athlete that wins their region at the end of this year and then goes to the college finals. They nominate the college finals, they win a round, and they win the CNFR national championship title. So it can absolutely be
time
done.
out. Hold on,
Yeah.
time out. A lot of times college athletes get given scholarships. This is a $10,000 cash bonus to the athletes on their own. So athletes, this is $10,000. A lot of times if you go back and you look at who won the college national finals, a lot of times those national champions have won around within the CNFR. So really take a look at this and consider all of these entities that are coming into this $10,000 cash bonus.
Exactly. So the other piece that we think is really important that all these college athletes understand is normally, right, it's 10 rodeos in a year that these college rodeo athletes compete at. If you nominate each of those for the segments that are open, so right now, Women's Rodeo World Championship is open until April 14th of 2024. Stampede at the E is now open. That event will be in January in Guthrie, Oklahoma, and you can nominate until December 3rd. That's a $400,000 event happening. And then Rodeo Corpus Christi for the spring season will also be open. So you can go to all these college rodeos. There will be Division 4 ranked, which is a retail $50 nomination, but we have a 25% off code for you that you can use, which will make it a $35 nomination for each event. And every time you go to these college rodeos and nominate, you can earn points towards the leaderboard to qualify for these bigger events. So I think that's the biggest piece, right, Lindsay? Like, especially when we're talking women in rodeo, I think it's the storyline of after college, these girls sell their horses, they hang up their ropes, and they pursue their careers or start their families. And this is why we're here. We're here to say you don't have to do that. You can do it all. You can pursue whatever your goals in life are, but you can continue doing what you love and rodeo, nominate, come to Women's Rodeo World Championship, right?
100%. So it can, the first time that you nominate, it can be a little bit intimidating. Okay, so you need to download the Women's Rodeo World Championship app or the WCRA app. WCRA Rodeo, find it, WRWC Rodeo, it'll come right up. So the app will take you, and it kind of looks like this.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let me just share the screen really quick.
Yep,
Let's walk
yep,
through
there
it.
you go. So we get to the app and we either register or we sign in as a current athlete who's going to go ahead and nominate. Yep. So Sammy Joe's gonna log in right now, and if you're really good, you'll hijack her password right here. But so she's gonna log in, and then we're gonna search. So what we're gonna look for when it comes up is find an event right there. So put in Nebraska.
I think
college rodeo.
Yeah, so if you right now all of the college rodeos start with the word college. You can put in city, state, but college will definitely, it will bring up every single college rodeo that's happening in the regions.
So our region is the Chadron, Nebraska College Rodeo. So if you go back up, you went past it a little bit.
Okay, Chadron,
Nebraska. And so myself, when I was in college, I entered the team roping, the breakaway roping, the barrel racing, and the goat tying. So unfortunately for us, we do not have goat tying at any of the major events, and we're sad about that. And we're it's just kind of one of those things that we feel really bad about, but we don't have it. And we're trust me, we're brainstorming some ideas for goat tying. So don't think that we're leaving you out, ladies. But if I click on all of the events that I'm entered in, those will all come up. And then we click next and we pick the day that we are up. So we just got the draw. Say I'm up Friday in the slack in the team roping. I got the breakaway perf on Saturday, and the barrel racing I'm in the slack.
So I think really quick on this, we know that these times aren't right. It's 7 p.m. Friday night, Saturday afternoon, Sunday night. These are defaulted because we're still working with NIRA right now to get the exact times. But the best thing to do is choose the performance that is at least prior to you competing, and then you'll be eligible. So one nomination covers you for the entire event per discipline, per segment. So you'll see that here. As Lindsay mentioned, we're selecting each of the performances that she's competing in, or at least the time slot before you compete. And then take it away, Linz.
So then you click next, and then you want to put the segments in. So me personally, I am going to try to get to the Women's Rodeo World Championship. So that is what W24 stands for. Women's Rodeo World Championship 2024, which was our next event in May. So those are the segments that I would click. In the breakaway roping, I think Stampede at the E would be a great opportunity for me. It's not too terribly far from home. It's about a 10-hour drive. I'm going to click on that one for the breakaway roping as well, and I'm going to click next. So every single one of those nominations is a $35 nomination fee. So each event. So if you're in the team roping, calf roping, or you're in the bareback riding team roping, or you're in the breakaway team roping and barrel race, you need to make sure that you put in those all of those events, and all of those are going to be a nomination fee. So College 24 is our code that we have.
And we're working directly with the student directors. So Jimmy Lloyd is the Rocky Mountain student director. Be sure to check in with who your student director is. Use that acronym for your region, because then your student director is actually going to get some incentive for that. So definitely use, but by hitting apply, it accepts that. Take $62 off your nomination, retail $250. You're going to pay $197 for
Okay.
all of these nominations.
For all of those nominations, which is a lot. So I want you to go back, Sammy Joe, and let's just do one nomination for Women's Rodeo World Championship, and you guys can see how feasible it really is to nominate those events. You know, the team roping, if you nominate for the Women's Rodeo World Championship, that's a great nomination because we apply points to everywhere that you get points at the regional rodeos, and we'll go through the points after we go through this nomination system.
So we're
Sammy,
just breakaway.
just the breakaway, yep. And excuse me, pick your time just at women's. Next, apply the college code when we get to the coupon was already accepted, and your nomination fee for that college rodeo at Chadron State, which is a long go, a short go, and a short round, is $47.49. Okay. So that, and then you just click to the payment and it goes through the payment process, and that's what the nomination fee is. So what is important is I went through, and in the top 20, so for Women's Rodeo World Championship, we only take the top 20 in the Challenger and the top 20 in the leaderboard in the pros. So in the breakaway right now, a pro 20th spot is 917 points and a Challenger is 478 points. Mind you, you have 10 regional rodeos. 5 in the fall, 5 in the spring is generally how they are, but that's, you know, we got to think about that. So if it is a 2 go round rodeo, you get 100 points for the first go round, 100 points for the short round, and 175 points for the average. So you can see any place that you place and get points at the college rodeos, you're going to get points at the regional. Any points that you get at the college rodeos will be not necessarily transferred as exact points, but will be broken down into VRQ points, which is virtual rodeo qualifier points. And this is the scale that you would get if you place at the college rodeos in a 2 go round event. If you look, it's a 1 go round event. That is what the first column is. None of the rodeos are 3 go rounds. So right there, those first 2 columns is a long and a short, and that's how many points. So technically, if you 180 them, right? If you win first in the first go round, first in the short round, first in the average, you can get 375 points. Right now, 4th in the 20th spot in the breakaway challenger is 478 points. That's a lot of points that you can get at just a little regional rodeo. The barrel racing, the pro level barrel racer at 20th is 400 points, and the challenger's at 291. So just in one rodeo, you can be in the top 20 in the challenger barrel race if you win first. The team ropers and the heading, the pro is 276 and the challenger's 184. Again, you can get more points right here at this one regional rodeo than you could at a lot of places. And in the challenger, or in the healing, it's pro is very limited and the challenger is 152. So again, if you have any questions on what your classification is, we have a whole department that can help you understand your classification. But it's these 10 regional rodeos are a great way to accumulate a lot of points. And really how we pride ourselves is that you can compete in the places that you're comfortable at, stay in your lane kind of situation, double down your money. You're already paying an entry fee, you're already going. A lot of you are going to get assistance from your rodeo programs. Double down your money and go ahead and build up a place to accumulate a lot of points towards the Women's Rodeo World Championship, because there's not a lot of rodeos that college athletes are going to be able to go to that say they add $183,000 in each discipline, $183,000 in the heading and the healing. College rodeos, there's a lot of girls that are healing at the college rodeos, and you really need to jump on this and take this opportunity to advance your career within the rodeo industry.
So Lindsay, I'm taking myself back to when I was a college student, and I was definitely just like a step me through the process, right? So step 1, ladies, download the app, download Women's Rodeo app, make sure to register yourself in the VRQ and go and find the college rodeos you're headed to. Make sure you use that college RM or whatever the college rodeo coupon is for your region to get that 25% off. Nominate your college rodeos towards whatever segment suits you best. So women's, of course, is what we're here talking about today. And then Stampede at the E is open now as well. But
So the
then
other thing is you can go in there and you can nominate. If you have 5 regional rodeos, do it all at once.
do it now. Yeah.
So then you don't have to worry about knowing when you're up. If you have, like our region, we're 5 weekends straight. Go in there tonight and just do all 5 rodeos. Put it on your parents' credit card. Yeah. Put it on your parents'
Oh,
credit
I
card.
wish I could go back.
It's an investment, right? It's an investment and a chance for you to go compete for a lot of money. So you can nominate these
Pre-nominate.
rodeos.
Yeah, exactly. And for anybody watching that isn't a college rodeo athlete, this all applies to really any jackpot or rodeo you're going to. And if you are headed to a hometown jackpot, you don't see the event in the VRQ to nominate, email our team. Our support emails here. You can also, the best email to send it to is events@wcrarodeo.com. Send them the flyer. They will get it in there so you can nominate. And then I want to explain too how it works of how points are applied. So every Thursday afternoon, we have a hardworking team that goes in there. They find the results, they put the points in, and every Thursday afternoon is when points are updated. So if you guys are going to college rodeo that's Friday through Sunday, that following Thursday is when your points will show up on the leaderboard. So just know it does take us a few days. So that's, yeah, just keep an eye on that. And then if you're new to nominating this pro and challenger classification, what will happen is the first event that you nominate, our team will go in, they'll look up your information, verify if you should be a pro or challenger, and you'll receive an email from us confirming whether we are putting you in that pro or challenger bracket. So we've got an amazing team over here that's really going to walk you through the steps, teach you exactly what you need to know. And we're just really excited to have this opportunity to work with you ladies.
Yeah, and really, as a college rodeo coach for a minute, it is really cool to see this partnership and the opportunity that these college rodeo athletes, because there's not a lot of money that can be won, whether it be scholarship and or financially at the college national finals. So if you have a chance to go win a $10,000 bonus, I don't know why you wouldn't. And even though we're here to talk about Women's Wednesday, like our rough stock athletes, they need to capitalize on this opportunity too, because there's not a lot of places that you can go, like Stampede at the E and Rodeo Corpus Christi and even Rodeo North Carolina, that you can go compete for 15,000. A lot of times rodeos are limited and guys can't get in. This is your chance to really put your name on the board and accumulate a lot of points for that. And Tamara, thank you so much for saying it's really easy to get your events added, because we appreciate hearing that, because we try really hard to be for the athlete and really accommodating to what everyone's needs are. And that's why this little initiative with College Rodeo and the National Intercollegiate Rodeo Association is kind of near and dear to me, because I feel like college rodeo athletes deserve a little bit more recognition. And this is a great way to accumulate, like I said, up to 375 points in one weekend. There's a lot of times you I get on a heater in the fall or in the spring at the college rodeos, and if you had already pre-nominated all of these events, I hate when I hear, oh, I forgot to nominate, I should have nominated. You should just do it all at once and get it all knocked out of the park, because it is hard to remember when you're kind of in the heat of the battle and you're driving back and forth to back to get your school done and back to the college rodeos and up and down the states to try to get to all of them. Just bust it all out at once and get all those nominations in, because I promise you won't regret your chance to go compete at the Women's Rodeo World Championship, ladies. There's not another rodeo that I've been to, and I've been to a few in my lifetime, that give ladies as much opportunity as we have. And we, more than anything, want to promote you as athletes and want to promote the story of women within the rodeo industry and how how hard we work at this craft. And really, ladies have been underserved, and our passion and goal is to make a new platform for ladies that maybe are doing the 9 to 5 and working, and moms, and coming back off of maybe a 10, 15, 20, 30 year hiatus and getting back into rodeo competition. So college athletes really think about this as a great opportunity to be able to go compete for a lot of money.
And then come hang out with us in May. Cowgirl Gathering is before our event. So you've got a huge jackpot opportunity there. You've got the opportunity to meet and just be a part of this great event. So, and on that note, National Day of the Cowgirl is this Friday. Happy early National Day of the Cowgirl to all of our amazing cowgirls out there. We love you. We support you. And we're excited to see you in May.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much. And it's uh it's a fun time. And if anybody was there last year, you know, we had a back number ceremony. We had a breakfast at the National Cowgirl Hall of Fame and Museum. We had so many amazing partners. Tito's was out front with their awesome Airstream and, you know, Renew Gold and Equinity. And I
Shea
mean,
Baby had her kids
Baby,
corral.
Yank,
Yeah.
Classic Equine, like all of these awesome companies are coming in and supporting us, and we love that and are so thankful for them as well.
Yeah, and we are working hard to get those details out for you guys for 2024. But just know Lindsay and I are working hard with a team of people
Yes.
to make this year even bigger, even better, and just continue to, yeah, serve you and make this a really fun event. So mark us on your calendars, and we'll see you in May.
Yes. Have a great Women's Wednesday, everybody.
Happy Women's Wednesday.